Happy Friday, Falcon community. Can you believe we just finished another week? We have 2 weeks left in this school year. It's hard to believe. But since it's Friday, you know what time it is. Time for another blast. All right, everyone, we're going to get right into some learning fun on a Friday afternoon in Mr. Shaw's sixth grade science class. They were engaged in an experiment. It was really fun to see how the students were interacting throughout this whole process and just how excited and engaged they really were to continue learning about these concepts. Check it with Mr. Shaw if you want to learn some more, but I couldn't help just sharing the fun that these kids were having in their learning environment. Again, on a Friday afternoon. It was super cool to watch in action. Next, I want to highlight our learning focus in action here at Rockwood South. And as you know, this is about how our kids are learning together. We call this cooperative learning. It's been something that we have focused on all year long. And in Miss Brinkley's seventh grade math class, they were doing exactly that. Students were standing at the whiteboards working in partners. Ms. Brinkley did a great job of identifying who would be in which group as they walked into the door so they could hit the ground running as soon as that class period started. What I love is the level of reflection that also occurred along with individual students really having to work together and support each other to obtain a team outcome. Both students had different equations, but those equations had the same answer. And so if students achieved different answers, they had to work together to figure out where they may need to adjust the work that they did towards that equation to ensure that both students had the correct answer. Again, with two different problems. So awesome job, Miss Brinkley. It was really cool to see your kids evaluating their responses and helping each other to achieve the correct response. Awesome job. And now I want to move into our reflection and learning focus, another area that has been super important to us throughout the school year. And I saw this happening in Miss Hughes' seventh grade language arts class, where she had individual conferences with each of her students. She's continuing to do that throughout this week. She uses a scoring guide to show students how they have improved from the start of the year to the end of the year on both their reading and their writing. And one of the pieces that I loved so much was hearing her ask reflective questions to students about what do you think really impacted your growth the most? And then hearing our students' insightful responses about how or how they have grown throughout the school year and where they think within that criteria they have truly improved the most. It was really cool to watch that in action. So great job, Miss Hughes, and to our seventh grade students. And now I want to thank our amazing PSO, our staff, and our students and families who attended our color run last Saturday. Even though it was raining a ton, wow, you still came out to represent, and I greatly appreciated your courage in running in the rain and getting all of that color all over you. It was an amazing sight to see. Thank you also to our sponsors who really supported um, in a large way that event and making it happen. I also want to send a thank you out to all of our students and staff who participated in our art fair on Saturday. I had a chance to go look at that artwork. Whew, we've got some talented students and staff members who had artwork in that art fair. And then we had an opportunity to celebrate today because today was the last day for the Rockwood Summit seniors. Well, let me show you a brief clip of them coming through Rockwood South in their final walkthrough. It was really, really cool to see the seniors back in our building. I can't believe how much they have grown and matured. since they've been here as 8th grade students at Rockwood South. Guys, that's going to be a blink of an eye before our current 8th graders are doing that same thing. Just great to have our seniors walking through the halls and giving high fives and hearing the cheers from our kids. Before we head out for the weekend, I do want to say thank you to our PSO and all of the families who contributed to making this week super special for our teachers during Teacher Appreciation Week. I also want to give a shout out to those who celebrated our nurses on Nurses Appreciation Day. Our staff is absolutely amazing, and it is really, I'm really grateful to work with them every day. And it looks like from the response we receive from the community that you are too. So thank you for making our teachers and our staff feel special this week. And with that, I hope all of the moms, both parents and staff, have a wonderful Mother's Day. You truly deserve it. I'm looking forward to spending some time with my family this weekend. And then we will see all of you here on Monday. Enjoy a great weekend.